Hello and welcome. My name is Martyr, and welcome to the new series we're announcing right now, Fallout New Vegas. If you don't know what Fallout New Vegas is, it's an action role-playing video game developed by Obsidian Entertainment, and it was published in October 2010 by Bethesda. Those are the guys that helped make Skyrim and all those great, fantastic, open-world ended games. It's kind of like you make your own adventure. And if you don't know what the Fallout series is, I would suggest you to go find out what it is. It is a fantastic series. This is technically, I think, the kind of the fourth game in the series, but this is more of an expansion to the third one. It's really confusing. I don't really know if it counts as a fourth one or not. Well, hell, there's even a fifth one if you think about it. Call it Fallout Tactics. But whatever. Point is Fallout is a post-apocalyptic game. It'll all be explained in the intro. This episode's mostly going to be just kind of an intro episode. Maybe you'll get to see me make my character a little bit. But otherwise, this is just for you to get an intro going, for you to see the beginning of the game and get a feel for it. This game is a little bit more mature than my other games, Phantasy Star 4 and Mega Man and whatever else I'm playing right now. It's a little bit more mature. Quite a bit of blood, guts, and gore. So if that kind of thing bothers you, I would suggest you to move along. Because it does have quite a bit of, well, body parts exploding, as it were. And just for you to give a warning out there. Don't want to upset anybody. But we're going to get to the intro here right now, and this will kind of give you a backstory about what the entire thing's about. So I'm just going to shut my trap and let things roll. I have to say I have a small little bit of attachment to this series, by the way, just because the fact is that I'm going to reveal a little something here. I live in Las Vegas, so I've seen a lot of these places. Well, not all. A lot of them are fictitious. Most of the casinos are fictitious, but some of the areas are like prim, and a lot of the areas in the game I've been to, actually. So it's rather neat in that, and I just love this series. I've been a huge fan of it for a long time. That's Las Vegas, New Vegas as they call it. The Lucky 38. That is a mean looking gun. God, I love that gun. I do not want to be on the receiving end of that gun, that's all I gotta say. And this guy's dead. Oh, good lord. As you can see, there's quite a bit of blood. I tried to warn you, but there's quite a bit of blood in this game. It's a little bit gory, as it were. Matter of fact, there's even an item called Gore Bag, which disturbs my wife to no end. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
War. War never changes.
Ron Perlman, I love you.
When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law.
This guy has the perfect voice for this series.
As the Republic grew,
epic sounding.
So did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River.
That's right, energy. Energy became very important in a post-apocalyptic universe.
To occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes.
Those dudes are
Caesar's
crazy.
Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength, Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
There you go.
Got what you were after, so pay up.
And now we come to where I am, the main character. I have some. If I was a chick, I have some mannish-looking hands. By the way, a little side note.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
That guy right there, he's played by Chandler Bing from Friends. Matthew
Made your
Perry.
last delivery,
Believe it or not.
Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh dear God. Oh God. You gotta love that. That's Fallout in a nutshell for you. Hope you got a kind of a basic idea of what the universe is like. But this game is just epic. It's just so vast and open-ended. And this is one of those series that where I'm going to kind of not really have much of a goal, and you're just gonna kind of see me wander around and shoot stuff and gather loot and stuff like that. This is just me because I have the expansions. I have the Ultimate Edition, so ignore all this.
You're awake. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know how I survived the bullet to the head. That's pretty impressive.
Whoa, easy there. Easy. You've been out.
There we are. We're awake finally.
Why don't you just relax a second?
Woo-wee!
Your bear. Let's see what the damage is.
So it looks like we'll get to make my character now.
Can you tell me your name?
What should I think I'm going to name myself? Well, obviously, and somewhat fitting, seeing what just happened. I just got shot for a platinum ship. My name is Martyr.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you.
Better than
That's your
Courier.
name, that's your name.
Who names themselves Courier? Well, I suppose somebody who got shot in the face would name themselves Courier.
No,
My name
you don't
is
mind, but I'll
Bus
have to
Person.
go God, pull all the
His
tricks
jaws all
planned
disfigured
out.
and stuff.
I take pride in my needlework. You'd better
This is
tell
kind
me
of
if
this is
I
kind of
look
like an
different.
interactive character creation. You kind of get to make your character.
How'd I do?
I'm gonna be a dude, I think, for sure. And let's make him. Let's go with, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I make him a brother? No. Asian? No. Let's go Hispanic. Why not, right? Customize here. And basically, you can manipulate just about every aspect of this. So I'm going to do some delightful editing here and spare you the mercy of seeing me edit every single thing here. Really quick. Well, there we go. We got a look there. He's not bad looking. He's, you know, I was going for like a Jamie Lannister look, but I came out with this. It's okay though, because realistically, it's not like you're gonna be staring at his ugly mug for long, anyways. They'll be staring mostly at the back of his head, I mean, behind a gun. So it's like you're gonna see this ugly-looking man, anyways, right?
Okay.
So there we go.
Since keeping you
Now we
busy
can
for a while,
officially walk. Huzzah!
we can get you on
Amazing
the
being able to walk. And don't worry, the camera's doing that on purpose. It's not because my camera's freaking out or anything.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room?
So basically, like, we're continuing character creation. I got my ugly mug made.
Take
Dear
it slow
God, I was
now.
sleeping on that rat-infested piece of crap. Holy crap! With basic WASD movement. To run, we push cap lock. We're automatically running though. There's some items here. We don't really want to steal anything quite yet. Well, not steal. Most of it, everything in this house for some reason, you can just take some for some reason. So let's go over here. Let's pick our stats.
looking good so far. Go ahead
Alrighty
and
then.
give the bigger tester a try.
Well, like I said, this is how you pick your
You'll learn right quick
stats.
if you get back all your faculties.
Activate your stupid machine. And for the most part, I mean, I'm gonna have to. I don't know what kind of character I want to make. This is strength. Strength's pretty important. You only start out with kind of like 9 points. It looks like something like that, depending on. You can rearrange them how you like. So let's see here. I want to be, well, let's be barrel-chested or beach bully. Strength affects melee, unarmed, and for inventory. We'll go with barrel-chested. You know, let's just go average Joe, actually. You know, I'm not going to be a melee person. I see myself shooting people more often than anything else. So, we'll do that. Charisma's kind of important, right? So is intelligence. Well, I want to pick something here. I gotta take something off here. Perception. Maybe, you know, I'm gonna count on the fact that I can't be hit. So I'm gonna take 2 of these points and a point from there. I'm going to put a point there and another point in intelligence. The reason for intelligence, I'm putting so much points in intelligence, is the more points you have in intelligence, the more skill points you gain every time you level, which is how you increase your skills in this game. So having a high intelligence, really useful. Unfortunately, though, the thing I've chosen here is I'm kind of like a glass cannon. You know what? But, you know, because there is eventually a way to upgrade myself here. I'm actually going to do something else. Actually, you know what, here. There is a way to eventually, to kind of upgrade yourself. You can get an operation done, and it'll boost your other stats. Actually, endurance is kind of important, so keep that in mind. It's really up to you how you make your character. They want to give you a basic idea of what every stat does, but there you go. 4 strength, 5 perception, 7 endurance, 7 charisma, 7 intelligence, 6 agility, and 4 luck. That seems like a pretty good stat placement there.
That's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say
So
that's great.
the next part here is kind of like a personality test.
But that don't mean
This is the house that we're in. We could jump by pushing space. There's a hat.
What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple
He
of
wants us to take a seat here, so let's do that. Ugh, there's my ugly character. My ugly Hispanic. I'm not gonna do a voice there because that's just racist.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna say a word. And which is the first
I'm
that
gonna
comes
say
to
a
mind.
word.
Okay,
I want
sure.
you to
Dog.
say dog.
Kick.
House.
House. Investment.
Night.
Night. Let's go with silencer.
Bandit.
Bandit. Swiss cheese. Delicious
Light.
cheese. I don't know what he just said. He said something light. So I'm gonna go with inspiration. Mom.
Mother.
Dude, well, this can be answered in a very Oedipus way. I'm afraid to answer this. Human shield. Nice. Let's go with jeans.
Okay. Now I got a few statements.
Whatever, Doc.
I want you to
Sure.
tell me how much they sound like.
Shoot
something you'd
away.
say. First one. Conflict.
I'm
just
feeling
ain't
that's
in
just-
my nature.
You know, I strongly disagree.
I
I know what you're probably wondering. What the hell is the point of all this? Well,
they
basically, this is kind of how they're trying to determine how your skills, basically. Realistically, none of this means anything. This doesn't affect the game in any way. Matter of fact, you can kind of pick whatever the heck you want.
I'm slow to embrace new.
And at the end of the day, you'll get to
charge in
pick
to deal with my
whatever
problems head on.
skills you want.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look?
Looks like a woman's vagina.
Tell me what you see.
I can't pick a woman's vagina. Matter of fact, every answer I'm going to say is a woman's vagina. Let's go with an oozing wound. Oh god, how about this
Okay.
one? A woman's vagina.
How about this
I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. That sounds right. Again,
Last
actually that one looks like a sad clown face. maybe I'm just seeing a bearded man. A mushroom cloud. Let's go with that one.
Well, that's all.
Doc, you're a weird doctor, but
don't
I
have
appreciate it because you did save my
inheritance,
life.
Maybe you'd better just have a look at the results.
This is basically where you get to pick your skills. It says I should take energy, weapons, medicine, and science. It's close, but it's off by a few. I'm going to deselect these all, and I'm going to give a quick explanation of what all these are. Barter is how you kind of buy and sell things. It affects the general price of things. But to be honest with you, there is a gambling system in this game, so money isn't much of an issue. Energy weapons is what it sounds like. Laser rifles, energy pistols. There's quite a few of them. Not as useful. In my opinion, this game kind of downplays energy weapons. There's still some, though, and there is some useful ones, I have to say. But they're not my cup of tea. Explosives. Again, missile launchers, grenades. Pretty useful, not my cup of tea. Guns I'm going to take, because these are everywhere. And when I say they're everywhere, I mean they're everywhere. And you need to take guns. If you don't want to take guns and you're making a specific character, like you want to make a specific character, like I want to make energy weapons, fine, go ahead. But for the purposes of my videos, and because I don't want to have a flippin' nightmare, I'm going to take guns. Lockpicking, very, very, very useful. I highly suggest anybody take it. No matter what build you're making, take lockpicking. Because there's so many locked doors. Take lockpicking, please. Medicine, I don't really need to explain that. Melee weapons, pretty obvious. Repair, your items will be damaged. Your weapons and armor will be damaged over time by use or being shot or blown up, etc., etc. So repair is actually a very useful one. Science, there's computers, and there's also conversations where science and repair and medicine will be used to make things either go smoothly or recruit somebody, etc., etc., etc. Sneak, pretty obvious how you sneak. Is kind of Skyrim style. You crouch down, you walk slowly, and they can either hear you or not, and you can also do double damage if you walk behind them. And then there's speech, also very highly useful. Opens up a bunch of options and conversations. I really love speech, and it's kind of like a close second for me to lockpicking, but unfortunately, I think I'm gonna take, you know what, speech. I think I'm gonna go with speech, because repair you can raise, and I'm gonna regret this. I'm sure I'm gonna regret this, but repair and science are always highly important skills to raise. So we're done with that.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get
This is kind of where you pick kind of like
just
feats
a formality.
and kind of like
Expect to find you got a
an idea of
family
what your
history
character
with
can
shot
do.
in the head.
Now, these are all very varied and very, I would have to go through all of them and explain them, but basically built to destroy. The flavor that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have 3% chance to critically hit, but all my weapons could decay faster. Now, my favorite ones, there's a lot of them, and I suggest that you go through them all, but I'm going to go with Good Nature. And the reason for that is that Good Nature gives you a bonus to a lot of skills. Barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but also gives me a -5 to all kind of attacking skills. And the reason I like that is because it just boosts a bunch of skills that you'll be using. And you won't be, the beginning battles aren't really that hard, so. Full Rise gives you perception if you're wearing glasses. Fast Shot, more quickly, but you shoot less, 20% accurate. Early Bird gives you +2 to your special attributes, but from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., but suffer a -1 from 6 to... That's a weird one. I don't like that one. You know, there's you have to do a lot of resting and keep your stuff together. This one's pretty useful, but again, not that great. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Let's see here. I like... This one's pretty good. You skill but not very experienced. You get +5 points to every skill, but you suffer from 10 experience points from now on. I like this one a lot because leveling is ridiculously fast in this game. So to be honest with you, that -10% really doesn't mean anything. And it gives you +5 to every skill. You cannot pass it up. Now, this is the one that I don't know. I considered taking it because it makes the game a little more crazy. And I was thinking about taking it, but to be honest with you, I don't want to give you a kind of, it changes some of the quests. It makes them a little more crazier. And I'm sure some people are going, oh man, you didn't take Wild Wasteland, Martyr, come on. But I wanted to give you kind of a basic run through of the game and show you what it's like just from the get-go, not necessarily how it is. And unfortunately, you can't choose this again later. It's a now or never type of thing. And if you're looking for the Wild Wasteland quests, you can look those up. But for the purposes of this, I want the game to be kind of straightforward in how it's supposed to be. So that's it. I'm taking skilled and good-natured. Basically boosting skills.
Alright, I guess that.
And that's it. Our character's kind of just about done. We're going to stand up here. Once again, we're going to stare at my ugly mug. And we're just about getting ready to wrap this episode up. He's going to give us some stuff, and then we're going to step out into the wide open world, and we will see you, see what happens next time as we step out into the Mojave. He gave me a bunch of stuff first. Force 10 packs, a note, some money, bobby pins, which is how you pick doors, a gun. Now these items may change depending on what skills you chose. And of course the most important Pip-Boy 3000. And some clothes.
They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want
Thanks
such
a lot,
thing
Doc.
after
You're
what
very
you've been
kind,
through.
you Patrick Stewart-looking
I know
fellow.
what it's like having something.
Congratulations on your marriage, by the way, Patrick
And
Stewart.
Put this on too, so the locals
He
don't
looks
pick
just
on
like
you for
Patrick
lack
Stewart,
of
admit it.
modesty.
Shave that thing off and
was
be
much
like,
my style,
I'm running the Enterprise. Thanks for patching me up, Doc. You should have gone through my stuff. What do I do now? Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it.
I'm going to
It's
come
what I'm
back
here
later and
for.
kill you and everyone
You
in this
should talk
town.
to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert.
Sunny Smiles, I love that
She'll likely
name.
be at the
That's
saloon.
quite a name
I
right
reckon
there.
some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled
Victor?
you out of your grave.
Whoa.
Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to.
Don't
get
plan
killed
on it, Doc.
anymore.
Alright, this is another question. Hardcore mode. Hardcore mode basically means you need to eat and drink water. I'm going to go with no, because it really doesn't add anything else to the game other than a kind of an annoyance. Some people like it because it makes the game more intense, quote unquote, but I don't really care. So that's it. We're in control officially. There's our Pip-Boy. We have control of our character. Here's our skills. Not bad to start. 31. Our speech is 45, which is a great to start. I'm going to loot the crap out of Doc's house here. And I'll probably skip recording that because, well, there's quite a bit of stuff here. If there's anything useful, I will always mention it, kind of like I do in my Phantasy Star videos. Anything I grab and that I don't record, I will mention it and tell you where to get it, maybe even show you. But otherwise, I'm just going to loot the crap out of his house and take everything I can for my future slaughtering adventures. So I'm looking forward to this series. I hope you enjoyed this first video. And this is just the first of many, many adventures. I see this series going on for quite a long time, not gonna lie to you, because this game is just vast and it's just fun, and we're just gonna have a good time playing it together. I have a feeling a lot of silliness, and we'll have quite some adventures in the Mojave Desert. So, as always, if there's a game you want me to play, tweet at me at MartyrA2J. This is the first of the new series, Fallout New Vegas, and we will see you next time.